Oh hi, my name is Lucas, aka Heat Source, and today I'll be talking about what you just saw. I call this the Double Whipper Snipper split time. So prerequisite, you should be comfortable with, this is the official name, the 2-beat figure 8. I call it the Whipper Snipper because when I'm talking about 2, it's getting a bit of a mouthful. So this is the Whipper Snipper. Okay, so in a previous video I talked about same time. Today we're talking about split time. So what we want to be comfortable with is the Whipper Snipper right hand, Whipper Snipper left hand. Now we're going to start with both hands out, and we're both going to flip on the outside of our hands and swoop. Now, what's tricky about this move is that your hand is doing a cross, so you do need to work with a bit of a split in your arms to leave enough space for the Flowstars to actually get to the other side without hitting each other. When you cross your arms, you'll have two options, left on top or right on top. What I like to do is I just switch it up, so it's kind of like a mini weave. So, from the top, cross with a swoop, then cross back. I'll show you, this is how I would do it with left arm on top, right arm on top. Good practice is just do a little weave, so switch which hand is on top. Another thing I would work on is you can start with the more split and then just start investigating how close you can bring your hands before they run into each other. We don't want them to run into each other, but the closer you can get, the more interesting the visual effect will be. When I'm doing my crosses as well, I'm not going like one above the other. I'm also doing a slight shift here. So this one sneaks here, or if I was doing the other hand on top, this one sneaks here. Okay, so that is the Double Whipper Snipper split time. From here, I'd like to talk about some variations. Variations that we can include are the stuff behind the back and the stuff underneath the leg, similar to the other variations in the other videos. So let's see what that looks like. Behind the back. Behind the back. Something that I like to do is just you consistently do it behind the back. So you switch and switch. What's really good is to try and have a tight posture with your legs so that you have enough space on either side of your body. So say you're just kind of like got a bit of a wider stance, this is fine. You don't really need a tighter stance, but as soon as you want to get into your behind the backs, bring one leg in and then engage. To do under the leg, very similar ideas as the previous videos. Have some kind of split, pick a Flowstar and pick a leg. Something to work on as well. What I'm doing here is I'm just doing one underneath each leg. But if you do a wider stance, you can sometimes squeeze two. So 1, 1 and 2. It's a little trickier because you're working with less space. So that one takes a bit of practice to try and figure out where you can actually squeeze them through. Recap, Double Whipper Snipper split time. Make sure you investigate the spacing so they don't run into each other, behind the backs, under the legs. And I'll be talking about hybrids in future videos, so make sure to check those out. If you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy flowing.